Hello everyone, it's time for our grammar lesson. Today we are going to need your reader's and writer's notebook, your English copybook, and your pen. Our objectives today are A. Identify the principal parts of irregular verb, and B. Discuss the principal parts of irregular verb. But first, let us check your homework last week. Kindly open your Reader's and Writer's Notebook on page 445. Commas. Directions. Add commas to each sentence where they are needed. Number 1. We put comma after the word feet. Raphael has joined the Fleet Feet, a traveling soccer team. Number 2. We put commas after the words shoes and uniform. He will have to buy shoes, a uniform, and a ball. Number 3. We put comma after the word dad. Dad, how can I earn money? Number 4. We put commas after the word well and the word son. Well, son, you could do more chores around the house. Number 5. We put commas after the words car and dog. Raphael washed the car, walked the dog, and watered the garden. And number 6. We put commas after the words aunt and grandparents. He also received money as gifts from his aunt, grandparents, and parents. Rewrite each sentence. Add commas where they are needed. Number 7. Anna, are you a good money manager? We put comma after the name Anna. Number 8. In general, people are better at spending than saving. We put comma after the word general. Number 9. Most people need a budget, a plan for keeping track of their income and expenses. We put comma after the word budget. Number 10. I spent my money on lunches, books, and supplies. We put commas after the words lunches and books. Number 11. George, a friend who does not have a budget, is always short of money. We put comma after the name George and the word budget. And number 12. By the way, George, you owe me 50 cents. We put commas after the words way and the name George. Let us remember that commas are used after every item in a series but the last. We also use comma when we speak or write to someone. You may use the person's name or title. We also use it for appositives. Appositives are noun phrases that describe another noun. They are set off by commas. And lastly, we put a comma after an introductory word or phrase such as yes, no, well, of course, or in fact. And now it's time for our lesson of the day. Kindly turn your Reader's and Writer's Notebook on page 203. We already learned the principal parts of regular verbs. This time, we are going to study about the principal parts of irregular verbs. Usually, you add ed to a verb to show past tense. Examples of regular verbs: walk, talk, and cook. When we form the past tense of these verbs, we simply add the letters E and D. So walk will become walked, talk, talked, cook, cooked. But irregular verbs do not follow this rule. Instead of having ed forms to show past tense, irregular verbs usually change to other words. Example: sleep will become slept. Fly will become flew. We have four principal parts of irregular verbs. These are the following: present tense, present participle, past tense, and past participle. Let's discuss the first principal parts of irregular verbs. We have present tense. The present tense indicates situation or event in the present time. The present tense is used for actions in a time which are happening now. Let's take a look at the column. Present tense. Examples are bring, build, choose, come, draw, eat, find, grow, run, set, speak, and tell. Sample sentence: the king sees the crystal palace. The underlined verb is sees, and it is in the present tense. Then we have present participle. Present participles appear in progressive or continuous verb tenses, which show when a verb or action was or is in the process of happening. It is formed with the help of a helping verb am, or the helping verb is, or the helping verb are, plus the ing form of the main verb. Examples: bringing, building, choosing, coming, drawing, eating, finding, growing, running, setting, speaking, and telling. Remember to put a helping verb before the ing form of the main verb. That's present participle. Sample sentence: the king is seeing the crystal palace. Past tense. An irregular verb is one that does not form its simple past tense by adding ed or d to the base form. Irregular verbs contrast with regular verbs, which form the simple past tense by adding ed or d. What are the rules to form the past tense? Not so with irregular verbs. They form the simple past tense in any number of unpredictable ways. Some irregular verbs like let, shut, and spread never change, whether present or past. Take a look at the examples: brought, built, chose, came, drew, ate, found, grew, ran, set, spoke, and told. Sample sentence. The king saw the crystal palace. Saw is the past tense of the word see. Remember that past tense indicates action or situation in past time. Past participle. An irregular verb is one that does not form its past participle by adding ed or d to the base form. Irregular verbs contrast with regular verbs, which form the past participle by adding ed or d. Past participle is formed by having a helping verb plus the past participle of the irregular verb. These helping verbs are has, have, and had. Examples: brought, built, chosen, come, drawn, eaten, found, grown, run, set, spoken, and told. Sample sentence. The king has seen the crystal palace. The helping verb is has, and the past participle of the irregular verb is seen. It's time to wrap up the lesson. Irregular verbs do not follow the rule that regular verbs do. Instead of having ed forms to show the past tense, irregular verbs usually change to other words. The principal parts of irregular verbs are present tense, present participle, past tense, and past participle. To form the present participle, we have the helping verb plus the ing form of the main verb. To form the past participle, we have the helping verb plus the past participle forms of the verbs. And now it's time to answer our book. Kindly open your Reader's and Writer's Notebook on page 203. Please pause this video and answer the given page. Let us check your answers. Directions. Underline the verb in each sentence. Write present, present participle, past, or past participle to identify the principal parts of the verb. Number 1. He built a studio in Manhattan. The underlined verb is the verb built, and it is in past form. Number 2. Hawkins had chosen Central Park for his display. Underlined verbs are had chosen, and it is in past participle form. Write the sentence using the principal part of the underlined verb indicated in parentheses. Number 3. Archaeologists find many more dinosaur bones. Past participle. Answer: archaeologists have found many more dinosaur bones. Number 4. Today dinosaur exhibits draw huge crowds. Present participle. Answer: today dinosaur exhibits are drawing huge crowds. Excellent work, students. For your homework, please answer your Reader's and Writer's Notebook on page 238. That's all for today, and thank you all for listening.